And that's we saying welcome to Ladies Lounge today. This beautiful Saturday, the second day in the month of March 2024. It's Splash 105.5 FM. My name is Folakemi Mighty.
Yes, we are excited to be back on Ladies Lounge. Where all we do is have real talk and deep conversations. My name is Tumi Ademuchi.
Is that people were sounding like serious?
Because me, I even want to say that.
Like,
it seems Tumi Lara's lie to say that TikTok real conversation. You people go and know it's a real conversation.
Of course. Yeah. Now for true, I'm a serious person.
What's up, babe?
Oh, table one.
Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Yeah. Of course, it is Ladies Lounge, and we're ready to have a conversation that you can pick one or two things from. I am Ibukunoluwa Olagunju, but you can call me Omajuwon.
And you must have been seeing our teasers. You must have been seeing our teasers on all our social media platforms.
Yes.
Please, even if it's Ojoaye, do well to go and drop your comments, engage the post. We always love to get feedback from you. And of course, this is March, and then it's International Women's Day next Friday.
Yes.
But for some reason, because we women, we are last schedule. All of this match is for women.
Why did you drag us first?
No, get ready, because you're going to be seeing a lot. This conference, this lounge, these get together, this event, all for women. And you know that without woman, there cannot be man.
Yes, and I don't even think we're being a last schedule, because women represent a whole lot. Women bring life. Women.
And just someone is not snotting at you and saying,
but whatever we get, don't worry, we're deserving of it. So we're excited.
Get ready. Even after the International Women's Day, we're still going to have about 7 Mother's Day.
Don't worry.
So sit back
and 1 or 0 Father's Day.
Yeah,
really.
No.
I always say that I'm an honorary man. I love the idea of responsible men, actually. So then let me say, so don't worry, we're going to celebrate when it's your But for now, our local. Once again, welcome to Ladies Lounge.
Yes.
And today, we're going to be talking about privacy. Not piracy, privacy. And then I'm going to be asking the ladies, and of course you. So please drop your comments. How will you feel if you find out that, or you found out that your partner actually cloned your WhatsApp?
Yeah.
So cloning means it's like making a copy.
Yeah.
So back to back, whatever comes to your phone on your WhatsApp, he's also seeing it on whatever device he has fixed on your WhatsApp.
So I have
Oma say she doesn't mind. Oh my.
Anyway, Oma does not shake it. Well, I don't know. I feel like there's gonna be a problem in that relationship of family.
Do you have skeleton in your cupboard?
There's no skeleton in my cupboard.
There's skeleton.
But
so why can't your partner have access to your phone?
We should respect our personal spaces, and there are written rules. There are unsaid boundaries. There are unwritten lines that I feel like nobody should actually cross. Why clone my WhatsApp on your phone? What exactly do you want to find, or do you want to see?
What are you hiding? That's all that you're hiding.
I don't think I don't think that I have to have anything to hide before I feel like it is wrong for someone that I want to get married to, have his kids. Oh my God. To now clone my WhatsApp on his phone.
First of all, it's not every relationship that will lead to marriage.
But she is taking it on that route. So let's give it to her.
She's talking about how you're in a relationship, serious relationship. And
even if we are not, if you're not serious, there's even a problem, because what are you looking for? If we're not serious, it means that I have the chance to find somebody else, right? Hey, so kilo one for me.
Okay, that's another angle.
But now, for me, I'm all about transparency, right? I'm all about, I want access to your phone.
How transparent? That's what I want to know. To the extent of cloning your WhatsApp.
That's how I was about to say level. That. I'm all about transparency, like having access to your partner's phone. But cloning the phone is another level entirely.
I'm not even all about that.
And for me, that screams a lot of red flag, because it's a different ball game if, let's say, something is going wrong and you're asking me questions and probably you feel like, the answers I'm giving you, you're not satisfied with it, so you need evidence for yourself. There is a place of you finding your way to my phone, like probably when I'm sleeping or I'm in the bathroom or however, it's all those sneaky things that we do just to have access to the phone. But you now cloning,
but
that's a red flag.
Cloning or checking your partner's phone without their permission or without them knowing is almost the same thing.
You gave me the right to check your phone.
No.
As long as I'm dating you, I must have access to your phone. Yes, I must.
Now that's for me. That even screams insecurity.
How
and insecurity is a red flag. I don't have to snip through my partner's phone. I mean, I always say that I'm a person of let us trust each other. So if anything happens at the end of the day, maybe the relationship eventually doesn't work, or I cheat on you or you cheat on me. One of us will know deep down that we were loyal to the other person. I don't want to show whereby I have to like look over my shoulder because I have a boyfriend or a partner or I'm married or what. I cannot give anybody access to my phone because it is my personal.
That's one of the things.
Your mobile phone is not our because the family phone now.
That's one of the things that I feel people get wrong. There's a difference.
School us.
Oh God.
Let them know. Tell them what they don't know.
There's a difference between having access to your phone and using the access that I have. Having access to your phone does not mean that every single chance that I get, I'm checking who you chat today, who is calling today, who is this.
You go check that.
But there's a way that when you have access to your phone, to your partner's phone, I strongly believe that it gives them some sense of accountability, some sense of responsibility that whether they like it or not, there's a way that subconsciously they are careful of whatever goes on in their phone. So all these you're flirting with somebody or whatever, and I get the angle that some people might want to come in from, which is as much as you can say, you want the access to the phone so that you can know if something sneaky is going on. Some might want to argue that how about some work emails? How about some private deals? Maybe business. How
about some family matters?
I don't want you to know about.
I get that, which is why I said there's a difference between having access and what you do with the access.
So I think that the problem I'll have is, are you able to give me your phone? So we see these memes and we see these videos where a man will be in the bathroom and then his phone rings and he's almost falling because he doesn't want you to touch that phone. Now, if you give me reasons to doubt you, it's a different thing. But if we have so our phones are here, I can pick up a phone and say, oh babe, can I send a message to you? I say, hey, no, then can I not touch that phone? If you touch it, so if you're doing that, then there's a problem. But if you're not giving me signs that would make me feel like you're hiding something, I don't have any reason to snoop. Because either we like it or not, when you snoop, what you are looking for, you will find it.
You know, all of these sound amazing in marriage. But in relationships, I believe that, you know how some women will say, what I don't know will not kill me. I don't even want to know because I don't want to have blood pressure. It's not bliss. I feel like oftentimes certain things that some women find out later, I feel like they could have found out if they had that access.
Would have saved them,
and it would have saved them of a number of months, a number of years.
Do not forget
that they would have wasted.
We are emphasizing on insecurity. You understand? So for me, I'm sorry to cut you, Oma. For me, is it insecurity on the part of the what is it, Snoopy or Snooped? You know, is it insecurity on the part of who is cloning or the person that is being cloned?
I feel like cloning is on another level. If somebody can clone your WhatsApp, they can go and cut the key to your household. I'm trying to think about what would run through a person's mind that they would say, I want to see every one text that she sends.
You know, the question that you asked, right?
It shows that you're insecure, and then it puts me in a position where I'm already scared of you as a man. If you do that,
the insecurity question, we do different things for different reasons. And as much as insecurity can be top as to why a partner will be going through his or whatever's phone, I do not believe that that's the only thing. Okay, how do I explain this? I want to give do you get? I was in a relationship.
Yes.
That apparently this guy was so protective of his phone. Like literally, he would say his phone is his phone. He cannot have access to his phone. And that was one relationship that, you know what, that your stand that you want access to a man's phone is really, really valid. Because there was a day that the phone was on the table and it was in the middle of the night. I was about to go and drink water or something. I saw a message popped up with a certain name that implied my woman.
My everything.
My woman. That's not the that's not the word, but that's the meaning. It was another language entirely. So
so how did you even know the language? You study French?
I'm
single type of online.
I'm writing something down though, that sometimes it's not necessarily insecurity, right?
Okay.
Because if for a while I'd had access to that phone, there are levels to access to the phone. There's a place of giving you password.
Yes.
There's a place of always protecting your phone, probably always putting it in the pocket.
There's a place
don't
of
put it
you
on
can
the
check
table.
whatever you want to check.
Don't put it on the table.
Yes.
If he had let that phone lay around a while back, I'll probably have seen that particular message, or even know that there's somebody that is somewhere that is bearing something. And when the confrontation happened, that's when I found out that but that had one something. And it brings me to how some people would come to the conversation and say that, I don't want to have access to your phone. Whatever I don't know is not going to kill me. And the truth is, it's just postponing. And
sometimes you're just postponing the death day.
Yeah. So I understand what Omajuwon said, and I totally agree that sometimes what you don't know can actually kill you, because either you like it or not, it will still catch up with you one day.
Someday.
But the point here is that sometimes it calls for being observant as well. So there's a place of a man cannot drop his phone around you.
Always turning the phone upside down on the table.
Always turning the phone upside down. The phone is always on airplane mode, and there is a car on bike, and then the phone is on airplane mode. So if he's in the bathroom, like you said, and then the lava is on his face, and it's going to fall because he doesn't want any other person to touch the phone. So if you're being observant, you would know that he has so much to hide. I mean, I think I was telling you that it's the same thing with, you go to an event with your guy that is your man, you're making a video and he's
hiding his face.
It might just be camera shy, just in case you're just joining us. It's Flash 105.5 FM and this is Ladies Lounge
right now.
And today we're talking about you there. Guys, we're asking you, how will you feel? Is it some level of insecurity for you when your partner actually snoops or maybe clones? Actually, that's the word, clones your WhatsApp. Because I know that an average Nigerian will be using WhatsApp. Now I said to Korea, South Korea, something. Now,
it's that camera shy that you said, please, I will never take that.
No, for some people, they don't want to be in the camera.
But I feel like it's a different
ball game for you to cover your face and for you to be saying, "Oh, babe, no."
Maybe you actually want some outfit that is not comfortable. Don't mix this thing up.
You're making a video on your own. Uncle not sure. Oh, you said we have many children already.
Number what? Please let me just know.
Let me know where I belong to your list, because it's a different thing if it shows and it's just a side view and it's comfortable. People who are camera shy don't say, hey, they don't break your phone. Because there are people that will drop your phone and the phone will break.
Phobia is strong, my sister.
And another thing,
will it make a person break my phone? I'll say stop doing that.
It would have been someone that even when you are in the house or at other instances, you know that it doesn't. I don't know.
If I visit you and I cannot make it, problem too.
But I strongly believe that this phone that we are carrying, it can be so powerful.
Of course, I know. It carries a lot.
As much as we're talking about discernment, a lot of sensitivity in relationships, there are so many things that this phone can save one from.
Okay.
That's my belief.
Okay, now let me give you some instances. Imagine that. Okay, this cloning thing, for me, I actually want to ask categorically, for this my orgas at the top. You understand that? Will you be comfortable?
Okay.
Yes. And I'll start with Amma. Will you be comfortable if your partner clones your WhatsApp? Will you be comfortable?
Absolutely not. I want to believe that God has given me a great level of discernment.
Oh my Jesus.
God has blessed me with sensitivity.
Was that the testimony
that I will not be able to choose a man that will stoop so low
to go and drink water that night that made you see? Let us.
No, to be honest, that particular instance that I gave, I had been having the feeling for so long how this person never leaves the phone around.
So
you know the funniest part. you are sleeping somewhere else and you're putting your phone somewhere else. That was already suspected for me. So it was more like I am looking out for the latest opportunity that I will see to have access
grab
to that phone and see what was
including
going on.
cloning if you had the opportunity.
So that was where I was going. That God will bless me with all the things that I listed above, to not choose a man
that
would stoop so low and be so insecure and be so, what's the word again? I'm looking for the right word. I don't want to say less of a man that will not be able to confront me if he needs access to my phone or he needs to verify clarification. That will now think that cloning my phone is the next step, which is why I say I am open to having access to my phone. I'm open to as much transparency as you want in a relationship. But the moment that I found out that you clone my phone,
so I've had my WhatsApp.
So what does that cloning? Oh yeah. So where have you been? Welcome to the show.
Before.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah,
but I didn't find out until I had to pick the phone to do something online. But it wasn't. I don't think he cloned it. I think he used something like maybe a WhatsApp web or something. But I just wanted to check something on maybe Chrome, and then I saw my text with my friend. It was very funny.
Yeah, so what?
My text with my friend, my female friend.
Okay.
Because you know how they say that you only know a lady when you check her best friend's chat.
Okay.
I mean, that's where all the juice is, the tea and everything. So I just saw that. Now if I be this, so where did you say this one? It was actually surprising. So what I only said was that I saw that you checked my WhatsApp and then you have my chat on your phone. But I said, what you are looking for, you find it. But do not ever do that again. And that was where the relationship ended, honestly. So for me, I feel like it's a big deal for me if you don't trust me enough to do things at my own discretion and be so true to you that I would make sure that my decisions do not affect you. If I'm able to do that to you and you don't give me that courtesy or respect, that if Tumi says this, then that is it. And you're still looking for, who is this? What she's saying?
Do you?
And stuff like that.
Okay, so see who just walked into a studio, ladies and gentlemen. We should ask you, how will you feel?
Yes. So our producer,
if come on, answer our question.
No, we'll have him drop comments, on that social media post. How will you feel if your partner clones your WhatsApp? You know, because for me, I'll feel when you go and salad Jerry,
come back.
But you're just intruding into my privacy. Infringing. Is a punishable offense under my personal law. You understand?
Yeah.
Like, what exactly do you want to see? What do you want to know that you cannot ask
me?
You understand? And then checking my phone. What if I have some now? Cheating is even another level.
Small. There are issues.
Imagine that it's about to be a special day and I want to surprise you. You just ruined it. Imagine that I have a personal family issue.
Family.
Do you understand?
Medical crisis.
You just ruined it.
Yeah.
It's a level of insecurity that cannot even be forgiven. And I want to believe that whether past, present, or future boo should listen now,
so
I would not even take it. For me, I would not even pick your phone
to check your WhatsApp.
I would not even.
Do you know one of my reasons for saying that I would always sit on the table of having access to your partner's phone is some people, we deal with men, so I'm going to focus on men. Some men have double life. I'll go back to the example
that so much
this person had a complete double life. Like, we literally will be together almost every single day. Because there's some instances where you say, you do see red flag, and maybe the person
there's some red flag that they are not ready at all.
This person was not always busy. This person was always available.
I know.
So there's different things that you will say that, look at, but sometimes the access to that phone, and I keep saying it, what you do with access that you have matter. That doesn't mean that you now go to
check
look for his work mail, log into the app. No. It's just to a certain degree,
money to yourself.
being able to have a knowledge of things that might be important to that relationship.
Yeah.
In fact, sometimes I jokingly say, I don't want to know how much you're earning.
Exactly.
Because once I know how much I am earning, it's a problem. That's when you now say that, now if I want to bill my guy, I'll bill you. Because I do not even have an idea
of what you're earning.
So you cannot come and give me any excuse.
Yeah.
So for me, I will say that I don't even want to know how much you're earning. I don't want to see that you credited someone and your money now remains subsidized.
That's another thing.
That's where I'm going.
Who did you send money to? Who is the person to?
Who is Omajuwon?
I think that we should normalize these things. You understand? First of all, if your partner, whether man or woman, decides to share his resources with you, it is a privilege.
Yes, so
he has earned this money, maybe as a salary earner or whatever. He has decided to share his resources with you. So why are you questioning who he sent or who she sent money to? Except you guys had a prior, agreement that every 5 kobo you spend, both of us must be in the
and I think
loop.
that's even too much a rule for a partner.
I mean,
because it's not your business how they spend their money.
What exactly is the problem?
You that you are sending money to play a lot of people. How many questions does he ask you every day? Like, who do this person, is that person, is this person? See, to be honest, I think it just boils down to trust in a relationship. If you're dating someone you cannot trust, and it also goes to being true to oneself. If you're dating somebody that you have to constantly doubt or live in fear of,
check their phones, or it's a lot.
I think sometimes it comes back to not postponing the evil day and trying to play safe. We've seen instances we discussed having a conversation upstairs, I think some days ago in this room, and we're talking about how this man found out years into the marriage, when they already have 2 kids, that after marriage the wife had 4 children
back at home.
Before that the husband wasn't even aware of. And to a large extent, I want to believe that if the husband had access to his wife's phone, even if he's just bumping into maybe one conversation about how there's no way she will not be looking after or checking.
So you're saying we cannot completely rule that out sometimes.
Yeah, so I'm saying that there are a lot of things that one can be protected from, one can be shielded from when it comes to having access to the partner's phone. But then it now comes back to know what you do with that access. Don't abuse that access. Oftentimes there are reasons that will make somebody that have access say that, you know what, the access that I have, I want to use it. Maybe there's something about a woman's
life, like sorry, I just always break up my thoughts.
There's something about a woman's intuition, right? When you just know within yourself that there's something wrong somewhere. For me, I think those are the instances where you can say that I have this access now. So I can use access to check my suspicion and know what's up. Because some people will say, why don't you confront him? Why don't you ask him? You want to confront somebody that is lying? He will tell you what you want to hear.
Exactly. So Oma is there to break the table, so don't
of
worry.
Course. Just come down with this table. So I also believe that as much as you want to do that, also, be able to keep learning about these things. So if you can take therapy for these things, because some people do those things for trauma's sake. I think I've talked about trauma response.
How does it link to trauma?
Yes. So if as a guy, if a man that got married and had 2 kids, realized his wife had 4 children, if he dates someone else, he probably wants to give clone her WhatsApp. He probably wants to like a chat every other time, every other day or time, so that he wants to be sure if she has other kids or not.
So
it will be trauma response.
For me, it's not usually that it's insecurity, but it's not usually you.
It's also trauma response.
Poking your nose. It's just you protecting yourself. Just like Oma said that.
There is healthy, there's unhealthy.
Exactly, but that clone needs to
So cloning is another level. Some people even export. People also export chats.
And that's if you have access to.
So if you're saying, babe, reply my message, and before you know it, they've already searched one name. I extended the chats to your account.
For all I care, my password right now, my phone does not even have password anymore.
Yeah.
But when it's used to have password, I think everybody that is close to me has got access. But they know they cannot just pick my. Exactly. I do not like it. I mean, imagine you are in the bedroom with your partner and you just step out to the kitchen and you walk in and you find your phone in his hand with one serious look and he's checking. Show my gopani, Abu ma drop it. Abi would say no, I want to check something, or your phone is down or something. That thing is even is
and I think it also damage through your partner's phone, going to bank and then finding out that he's been having financial trouble. But because of a man's ego, he felt like, I cannot talk to my wife about it because I don't want that to look at me some type of way. And probably was telling his friend. The friend could have been male or female, and then he not carry that on.
The husband is owing base. I mean, your husband is
no. There's even the angle. There's the angle of Why are you not telling me your wife? Why are you telling somebody?
That's what we should always ask ourselves. If he tells you your wife, what are you going to do?
How much do you
are you
have?
capable? If you were capable, of doing some certain things.
You.
Oh, okay. We would say that, he should have told you first because he knows that you are his right-hand person. But you know that even if he tells you, back on all so why is he telling you? And some people know that their partners, whether man or woman, they are not even strong enough to take some certain things.
Yeah.
Okay, imagine that.
Use that as an excuse to even disrespect that person.
Exactly. Now, imagine that I contract a particular disease or I have a particular health issue that is temporary. And I know that I can easily manage this thing. And I feel like, don't let me tell my partner, maybe because he's dealing with something that is his own personal health issues, or maybe because he has other issues that is pressing. And I feel like I don't want to. And then you now go and pick my phone.
I mean, still talking more about the negative effect of having access. Another instance that's coming to my head right now. Imagine that you are this faithful husband or the wife. You've been faithful to wife because I think it's wives that usually have this more than men. Okay. You are the faithful wife you've never cheated before. And you just found out that you have toilet disease, and you know how that's an example that can be funny because some symptoms of toilet diseases are,
although we call it toilet disease,
are similar to some sexually transmitted infection.
The symptoms are
close. So you imagine such a wife thinking that if I tell my husband, though, maybe the husband is this paranoid person. I don't know. So she's probably managing it herself and texting the doctor,
texting a friend,
or texting somebody to give medication.
What do I do now?
And then you now go snoop, you now find it instead of now having a because it's another level when you find certain things, and having conversation, not questioning, because when you directly question, you're giving them the opportunity to snake their way out. Just trying to find your way to, finding out there's a way that you diplomatically find out the truth. Instead of having that conversation, you now swallow it and be like, so she's cheating on me, that's why she's treating infection. She's clinical. And then before you know it, a lot of issues start popping up in the relationship. So as much as we're finding out things by having access to each other's phone, what you now do with that which you find is also important.
Now, I understand that you people feel like you guys feel like there are advantages, and I don't want to argue that. But at the same time, know the things you can handle as a person. Some people are not strong enough to deal with some information that they get, and I think I fall into that category. That's why I would say I won't even check it. I mean, I've seen someone who told somebody something about me, and immediately he came in. I said, "See, I cannot lie. I checked your WhatsApp and I saw this and this immediately."
But I could not hide it. How do you feel when you come out and say, "I checked your that thing"? I don't know. I can't just.
I can say. I said I checked your phone. So I cannot stomach it.
No,
so
my phone battery died. I was trying to make a call on your phone and I saw this on your phone.
I opened your WhatsApp, it was open, and I saw it.
No.
So now that I've seen,
I don't know how that thing. I don't know how I feel. That's what I'm saying.
That if you know yourself, that emotionally you're not strong enough to handle the discoveries, the new realities, just do not give yourself that pressure or that trouble, especially if you know that you don't have any issues. Maybe you've not seen any signs, but because you feel like your friend said or somebody said, you now also want to try it, it might not work for you that same way. So just do whatever it is works with your mental health. I
definitely agree, because as much as I might sit on the table that I want to know certain things, we all have different realities.
Of course.
The fact that I feel like this is how I want my relationship to be, these are my boundaries, these are my red flags, does not mean that is somebody else's. Exactly. That does not mean that what I cannot take, somebody cannot take it, or somebody can take it. That does not mean that I can take it. So it's at the end of the day, like you said, it's knowing your reality, knowing what works for you, and owning it that big.
It's very, very important. Okay, guys, we love to read from you. We love to take your comments every time, especially on this one. And this is where we're going to be drawing the curtains. As we always say, we would love to see you again on all our social media platforms. We're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, and any other one that is still coming off.
Coming on Splash FM 1055.
Yes,
it's important. And of course, you can also follow us on all our social media platforms.
Real Omajuwon.
Tumi _Lara.
At Folakemi _ See you again. God bless you.
All right, happy Women's Day in advance to all the women listening to us. I love women. I'm a woman. Whatever.
Oh God,
we move.
Bye-bye.
Let's go. Good night.
I am Omajuwon.
Tumi Lara, Demo Jimmy.
You already know Folakemi.
Bye.